Is this shit live? All right, yeah. So I'm live. So what's up, guys? This is Mark from DSGenie. This is Jason.
What's up, motherfuckers?
I did not expect that. That was funny. And Alexander Excelsior. He has a YouTube channel also, and he's going to be covering stuff about international drop shippers. So you can check that out in the link. But the main thing, so both these guys are in my inner circle. I think we have space for one more person before the end of the year. So you guys could apply to the inner circle. The link is description. But the main thing for this call is to just talk. Like Jason has been on the channel a couple of times. He went nuts and sold a ton and was up to selling almost $4,000 a day, and then got fucked by eBay. And so I want to talk. So Jason, just tell the story, what happened, and then like how are you doing now, and like because I like to cover all the things, right? I like to cover the successes, the challenges, and the comeback, so people could like know what to expect and shit.
Yeah,
so go ahead.
Yeah, so yeah, like Mark said, I started my eBay account, well, this eBay account on the 8th of November, and within like a month, so from a month time span, so by the time, so anyways, yeah, let's redo that. So I started the account on November 8th, and by, I would say within like 2 weeks, I was already up to selling like 2-3K a day. And then come November 26th was, I believe, was Cyber Monday, right?
When you expect to make a fuckload of money.
Yeah, I was literally, I was on track to do $5,000 that day in sales. And then I got hit with an MC011 suspension. And then that I was suspended for 5 days, and then I was able to get my account back. And then since I've gotten my account back, I've been able to average around $1,500 a day since I've gotten my account back. So within the past 10 days, so I got it back on December 1st. So within the past 10 days, I've sold over $13,000 on my account with only 100 listings on my account.
That's
and as well.
And so what?
Yeah, with limitations. So big key. So when I got my account back, they gave me my account back, but they essentially, what happened was they took my limits down from 50,000 back down to 20,000, and from 1,000 items back down to 500 items only that I could sell. And so I was calling eBay like crazy, trying to get my limits increased, because again, I was selling on average 1,500 a day. I think my best day since I've gotten my account back was like 2,400 or something like that, 2,300.
One second, Jason, do you have, could you just show your sales on your phone if you don't mind, or do you, I don't want, if you have it without
I did pull it up prior because I just wanted to show, since again, I got my account back on December 1st. And so just to show, I mean, I can show y'all both, because again, I'm just one of those people that, like, I don't like to just say shit. I like to prove it too. But yeah, y'all can see here. Can y'all guys see that?
That's nuts.
Yeah, so there's that. And then let me share my screen really quickly. Give me one sec.
Raspberry TV, yeah. Thanks for the like. Raspberry TV said no please no genital herpes.
All right, so here we go. So this is again, I'm just gonna protect like my items and my
store. Yeah, in the store.
As you can see, from December 1st to the 10th, $13,759. And since I've gotten my account back, and again, as I mentioned, that's with limitations. I had limitations on my account. Let me stop sharing the screen. But yeah, I had limitations on my account. So they brought my account down from 50,000 down to 20,000, and then from 1,000 listings that I could list down to only 500. And then they were basically like, I kept calling them like crazy, and they were just basically telling like, no, because your MC011 suspension, we're not going to raise your limits. You're just going to have to work within your limits. So what that meant was I only had 100 items to begin with. So that what that meant was I had to delist a lot of like items that I had on my store. So it was kind of a pain in the ass, but I was blessed today. I called eBay essentially for like a general question about just like the invoicing. And then I don't know, I felt like basically like good chemistry with the person I was talking to, and it was just kind of funny because they were in Utah too as well. So it was just like, you know what, let me test my luck with this person. So
but did you tell them you were in Utah?
Yeah. They're like, oh, because they were like, they looked at my account like, oh, you're in Utah. I'm like, yeah. And I was like, me too. They were like, me too. And I was like, oh, awesome. So like like I said, I kind of felt like some chemistry with the salesperson. So I was like, you know what? Let me try my luck. And sure enough, I was able to get my limits increased. So now there's nothing that's gonna hold me back from selling.
So what did they increase it to?
They brought it back up. They brought it back up to 50,000 a month in sales. That I selling limit.
Oh shit! What's that, Alexander?
No, I was wanting to ask the same question.
That's great. So what was the reason? So two things. What was the reason you gave them? Alexander, do you really only have Miami Dolphins t-shirts?
Yes, really, only. I do have others, but I don't wear them.
How many fucking Dolphins t-shirts? Like every video I've done with Alexander so far, he's been in a Miami Dolphins t-shirt.
I have 8 and Rashad Jones jersey.
You really like the shit.
Did you see the Miami Miracle this weekend?
Yes, I did.
It was fucking amazing, dude.
Which is funny because I thought about you.
Yeah, I was really excited.
How much new to this, clueless about how it even works, how much to invest, what to sell, where to acquire. Ah, fuck. You can start with next to nothing. There's I have a link to free training in the description. Go do that shit.
And after you can tell they don't watch your YouTube, man.
I don't know why
that was me. You were like, where do these people come from? And they don't even watch fucking YouTube.
Right, exactly. Like, how the fuck do you end up on I mean, I'm happy you're here. Don't get me wrong, but like, let's go social. Why you say lucky bastards?
Nah, man. There's no such thing as luck, just hard work.
Exactly. Like I am successful in poker because I'm the unluckiest person on the face of the earth.
I mean, if luck is, I noticed.
No, I think he was talking about the Miami Miracle, guys.
Oh, okay. I'm like, there's a quote. They say, I noticed I got luckier the harder I work. You know, if that's what you're talking about. But if you're talking about this man's shirt, then yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was talking about the game.
Oh, Miami, the game. I was like, we went off, Jason. We were on the same wavelength with this lucky thing.
Nah, man. I'm like, I mean, I just fucking hate when people say like, oh, you're lucky. Like, fuck no, dude. I fucking grind like 10, 12 hours a day. Like, I lose sleep, 15 hours a day. Like, there's nothing lucky about it. It's hard work.
Yeah, dude. Like, listen, I told my mother that I would not come home until I'm rich as fuck, right? Yeah. I was doing okay 3-4 years ago when I lost all my money and I was about to go home and then I lost all my money. So I did not go home. And like my fucking godmother died without me and I did not go home because I want to prove a point. I know that's a bit extreme. I'm a fucking psycho. So I'm not telling you guys to let your family die and not go to the funeral. But I'm saying that like my employees ask me all the time, I'm like, I prefer to be rich and leave something on this earth and leave people talking about me than have a lot of friends. Like I've lost friends for this grind. So it's an interesting, again, that's also why I lost it when I saw the word lucky. I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
I think was just talking about football.
Yeah.
yeah, we apologize. Yo, Sam, I don't know how to pronounce the last name, but they asked a pretty interesting question. They asked if we had to start all over again, what would we do differently? I'm gonna be honest, nothing. To be honest, I don't feel like with the knowledge I have now, I really wouldn't do anything different because what I've been doing is working. So it's like the only different thing I would do is just outsource faster. I guess that's about it.
That's interesting. Alexander, someone just said they have a $1 billion account. Alexander, what if you had to do, you're young as fuck, so you don't even have time to think about doing stuff differently. But if you had to do stuff differently, what would you have done?
I wouldn't have wasted the 1.5 years playing video games and just learning about this shit instead of executing.
So you were doing explain that.
So when I was 16, I was done with school, and I was like,
you finished school at 16?
Yeah, that's
Is
normal.
that
This
normal
fine.
in
Yeah, it's perfectly normal. I'm a normal,
Okay,
smart
okay.
human being. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But no, it's so I finished at 16. Usually we go get like jobs and learn the job for 4 years, where you get paid like $800 the first year, then a bit more each year. I didn't want to do that because I had no idea what I wanted to do. So I basically sat at home for like 1.5 years, working 20% for my brother from home.
Mhm.
And so I sat around, learned about Shopify dropshipping. Then I learned about for Shopify dropshipping a long time. Then I started executing, which I failed. Uh, I have a whole video on this on my YouTube channel. But anyways, I failed. Then for about 3 months, that was like late April. For about 3 months, I didn't really do much, just working for my brother. And then I learned about eBay dropshipping, and that's where I got into it rather fastly. I wasn't like wasting a lot of time, maybe like 2 weeks,
Mhm.
but it's okay. So
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
but I would definitely waste my time less. I'm still not doing as much as I could right now. So
I mean, Jason, what you said was interesting because I can't. People ask me what I would do differently, and I don't even think that question makes sense because I don't like. I talk about, okay, I lost all my money, blah blah blah, right? Like I know how I lost the money. I know I wouldn't do it again. So I don't think. I just hope that like I try to learn from my mistakes, and I just hope other people will learn from our mistakes.
Yeah.
But I can't think. Like you just live, dude. I live. This is my third fucking wife. I've lived in a lot of different countries. I've made a fuck ton of money and lost a fuck ton of money. Um, dude, I got kicked out of a hotel in Costa Rica butt fucking naked. Right? That's a whole other story. But I don't even understand. I just don't think about the past is just what the fuck happens for today that make you whatever happens today. Like I don't think about anything in my past and be like, oh, I feel sad.
Yeah, no, everything for me is like a learning experience. So like it's definitely a good question, but I mean, it depends. Like I've been through a lot of shit. I mean, I'm only 25, but I've been through this year has definitely been like the biggest learning experience for me just in general. Like,
and you have a daughter and a family and shit. That's what's so
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Someone asked what was the reason for the store being shut down? I honestly, if I had to guess, just growing too fast. Like I said, within like 2 weeks, I was already selling like 2,000-3,000 a day on a brand new account. So if I had to guess, that's probably why my account got shut down.
Yeah, but let me ask you this, which is the next fucking question that everyone would ask. Would you try to not grow? Would you try to avoid growing too fast?
No.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, no. I mean, at the end of the day, like I think the MC011 suspension was kind of like a blessing in disguise, because when they allowed me to like catch up, because I was doing like 60-70 orders a day, and again, we already talked about this, but like just basically doing everything by myself, it was quite a bit. I just wasn't expecting like that massive growth that fast, so like it was a little bit of a lot. It was a lot of work, not a little bit. It was a lot of work for sure. So like it was kind of like a blessing in disguise, because I felt like just that previous week during that MC011 suspension, like everything, it wasn't only just that like happened. Like I almost got my Walmart account shut down. I was dealing with a fuck ton of returns, more than I've ever dealt with in the past. Like there's just so much bullshit going on that week, in business and then off business as well. So like I feel like now it's like, even though I've only been drop shipping for 3 months, I do somewhat feel like a veteran now. The only thing I need to master is just like outsourcing, and that's it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So since both, I think so, guys. There's 38 of you watching our shit and only 11 likes. I'm not gonna threaten anyone with genital herpes, but like my video. Hi Mark. PayPal blocked my account, and I have to open with my wife's name on eBay. Now my question about what should I do? What should I use? Buying DSG software. I don't understand. What my question is about which name should I use behind the Yashini software? Use any name. When you connect it, it will just connect to the right account. But the Yashini is not open until Wednesday. If you guys try to buy the Yashini, you're not able to purchase it until Wednesday.
Nah, no more Genie for nobody. I don't want no more competition.
So let both you guys have experience in Shopify. And I talked to Jason before. Could you talk a little bit about the experience, how it went, what type of products, if you don't mind? I know you have to go to gym.
Yeah. So just real quick, I dabbled in Shopify for a little bit. I wasn't like, the reason why it intrigued me was because I was pretty good at running paid advertisements with Facebook ads back when the cost per click was cheap, and I know all the little secrets like custom audiences, lookalikes, pixels, like building a pixel to like, you have to feed your pixel data so that way you can make a custom lookalike. I'm giving you all the secrets anyways, but yeah, I knew how to do that with a previous business that I was running. So like Shopify always like intrigued me. So I kind of like dabbled in it, but like it wasn't like for me personally, like I didn't really, it was kind of like when I tried to dabble into eBay drop shipping 2 years ago, I just like probably listed like an item or two and like never really did anything. Like I did set up like the fan pages and like different fan pages because I was going to test with a general store and then figured out what was selling the best and then make a niche specific store. So basically what it was I put a couple products up, ran a couple ads, got a couple clicks, maybe sold like one or two things. But then, like I said, around that time I was running my 2 social media marketing businesses. So like I just didn't have time to like actually like fully dive in. But my buddy, Michael, he was able to take it a little further with Shopify. Then he eventually stopped because he got hit with like a copyright infringement or something like that based off one of the products he was selling. So it kind of like scared him. So he just kind of put that on pause. Yeah. So like, again, I don't have like all the experience with like running a successful Shopify store because again, I never actually put in the effort or the time, but I'm sure like if I did, I would probably kill that too. Cause that's just like, I feel like anything not to sound cocky, but anything I actually like work hard towards, like I'll end up eventually killing, just like I do with eBay and I'm going to do with Amazon. And then if I do decide to like do Shopify, I'll kill that too. So
yeah, because it's just work. I think. Go ahead, Alexander.
How long have you been self-employed? Are you still working a job or not?
No, I've been self-employed for 6 years. I had a little like break in between. So like I started like my entrepreneurial journey when I was like, I think like 18, 19, one of those. And then I had like a little break around like when I was like 23. I had to go work at this credit repair company selling credit repair. But as I told Mark, I went at that job to learn a skill set, to talk to people on the phone and like just learn a different avenue of sales, like on the phone sales, so I can take back and then apply it to my business. And so I did that for a year. I was making good money, but in my heart, like I know in my heart, I can't just work for someone else. Like I have to work for myself. Like I don't like being told like when to wake up. And again, when I say these things, guys, like anyone that's watching this, like there's nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5. Like if that's what you like to do, then absolutely. But personally for me, I fucking hate it. Like I just like, no. And dude, I had a dope schedule. I can wake up. I would work 7 hours a day. My shift was 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. That was my shift. And I would get an hour break. So technically I would only work 6 hours a day. And like, again, it was chill. Like I pretty much like, I took like a day off, like every 2 weeks. Like I don't know, like it was cool. The job was cool for what it was. But again, even with having all like that leeway or whatever, and how chill and relaxed the job was and how much good money I was making like 4,000 to 5,000 a month. Still, I was like, you know what? I need to work for myself. And so, yeah, that's pretty much that, like long story short.
So I'm happy you brought, so Jason, someone asked if the brand new account had 0 feedback, by the way.
Yeah, 0 feedback. Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad you said that like nothing is wrong with working at a job. Because like I make a lot of money now. I've made a lot of money. I've lost a lot of money. I too can't work for anyone. The last time I had a job was 2006. So like 12 years ago.
Yeah.
But like when my little brother asked me if he should start his own business, I was like, no.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, and that's because he did start his own business and he's doing okay. He's not doing great, but he's doing okay.
But see, look, that's what I respect about you though, because like most people with their family, like they'll kind of like I don't want to say like kiss ass, but they'll kind of like, if let's say like a family, let's say like my little brother came to me and was like, hey, should I start a business? I would probably tell him like no, because you know, just I know how he is as a person. Like some family members can't do that to other family members. Does that you get what I'm trying to say?
Right,
Like,
no, I totally agree.
Yeah.
Like this is the thing. Everyone in my family told me not to start a business, right?
Yeah.
Like everyone. Like my father was in organized crime. My mother took me up to a fucking pastor when I was 8 years old. And these motherfuckers prayed over my ass that I wouldn't start a business. Like literally. Like this is some old school Caribbean fucking crazy shit, right? Like these motherfuckers took me to church to try to get me to like go a certain path. But every part of me always wanted to start a business, right? Yeah. So like, I know that like I lived in my car, I ate mango for 3 days. Like I did whatever it took. Like I know I was ready to do whatever the fuck it takes. Like if I'm running my own business, I'm happy with $0 or I'm happy with $100 million. Like I wear the same fucking clothes. I do the same shit. I speak the same way. I just have more money in the bank and I like to win, right? Yeah, sure. And I say that because I don't want, like we have some people, we having this event in February, like I was telling Alexander, who's on this call, Alexandra, some of the younger guys who don't have responsibilities, they might come down to Nicaragua for a few months and like build their businesses and stuff. Yeah. But I also am very like, okay, so like Alexander, there are certain little things. He joined the inner circle, right? And the first thing I was like, fuck, this motherfucker is from Switzerland. We have so many things to solve before he starts making money. Right. And like most people jump into this, want to make money immediately, right? Yeah. But then after speaking to him, after knowing his past, like he's young, right? But speaking to him, the job they worked for before, he wasn't getting paid dick. And like trying Shopify drop shipping and failing and stuff. And not complaining about it. Like I was okay with encouraging him to go down like the entrepreneurial path. Because a lot of it, there's a lot of patience involved, there's a lot of failing. And I don't mean like people like to say like, yeah, fail till you succeed and all these fucking like buzzwords and all this fucking bullshit. But you don't think about that shit when you're living in your car.
Now, I've been, like I said, this year for me, and you know, I'm not gonna put all my business out there, but this year for me, like I went from making 6 figures to virtually almost nothing at one point. So I've lost pretty much everything except like the only thing I was able to maintain was my car, and that's it. And that's because I need a car to drive around. Yeah. So and again, not to get too deep, but it's like, and again, think about this. I've been at being an entrepreneurial. I've been doing this since fucking 19 years old. Like yes, I've had the highs of highs and I've hit the lows of lows, but like one thing you'll never catch me do is give up.
Yeah, and it's not like, I remember when someone mentioned Rich Dad Poor Dad in the comments, right? Mandy Lee.
That's a good book. I'm not gonna lie, I like that book, but
I have mixed feelings about that shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that motherfucker talked about living in his car, right? I read that book. I read Rich Dad Poor Dad for Kids. I had the game. I had the fucking board game. I read Rich Dad Poor Dad, Real Estate. I read all their books, right? Yeah. Before I lived in my car. And while I lived in my car back in 2005. And when I was living in my car, I was thinking to myself, this nigga should have wrote like 5 chapters about living in your car. Because like he just like mentioned it in passing, right? He was just like, yeah, like I lived in my car, but like now I make all this money, all this bullshit. Yeah. I remember like brushing my teeth in KFC. I remember like taking a shower with one of those free showers in Hollywood Boulevard. I remember like fucking applying to jobs in a library, and like the only computer I had was a desktop in my 99 Mercury Cougar, and it's a 2-door car and all my clothes in the back of the fucking car, right? Yeah. So like it's all those things. Like when again, I'm not American. Like if I didn't even tell my mother I was living in my car, because if I told her, she would say, sell your car and move back home, which was an option. But I was not about to give to fuck up, right? So it's just, I just say all of that. Like that's why I like having Alexander on the like. That's why I like having all these age ranges, because I think like I am inspired by a lot of stuff that you guys do, and like I hope that like all the people watching this and all the people in the inner circle who are younger could learn from our experiences and stuff, because it's like you could have fun, you could make a fuckload of money. I literally do whatever I want. Like,
yeah,
I might go buy a Hummer tomorrow.
That's
like,
crazy fuck.
Like to paint Grand Camp across it. So when you guys come in February, we'll have a black Hummer with Grand Camp on it, right?
That'll be dope, dude. Yo, Sam asked, what advice would you give to someone just starting out? My advice, fucking work hard and don't give up. There's gonna be a lot of like bumps in the road, but this is all like cliche shit that you probably hear all the time, but it's true. Like you really have to just keep working hard, because eventually, like, everyone moves at their own pace, but eventually you're gonna get to the destination. It's essentially not the destination; it's more of the journey. And again, I don't want to sound like no sensei bullshit, but like, in reality, like that's really what it is. Like, there's gonna be a lot of bumps in the road and a lot of trials and tribulations, but you just got to keep working hard, and it's gonna get hard. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like I've probably been in one of the most like negative headspaces I've been in a while this past 2 weeks, I would say, but you know, I would never give up. Like, I'm never gonna give up.
Yeah, like what do you do when you're in a negative headspace? You just get up and work, right?
Yeah. I just work harder. That's it.
Man, son, these are tattoos on my fingers, not hair.
Also, too, what I do personally, because I have a family, I'll just take some time to like decompress. So I'll just like shut off my phone, shut off the laptop, and just kind of like, you know, hug my daughter, you know, hug my girlfriend, and just like be grateful, like, to have my family, you know, and that helps me out personally. So yeah, dude.
Alexander, just mention, like, you're dropshipping from Sweden. You had to overcome a lot of bullshit, right? Just not Sweden, Switzerland. I had good geography homework. Go ahead, Jason.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hop off though.
All right, yeah, dude. Thanks for your time.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have to get those abs before we go on the beach in February.
Yeah, most definitely. I gotta shed a few pounds. I put on a little bit of weight, so I've been hitting the gym hard. But I appreciate you having me on the live as always, Mark. Alexander, it was a pleasure. I'll catch you guys on the meeting.
Thanks for your time.
Yeah, man.
You have the call tonight.
Yeah, all you motherfuckers on YouTube, subscribe to Mark's channel and work hard. All right. Peace out.
Later, dude.
See you.
Yeah, so Alexander, just mentioned, we were talking about like Jason mentioned, like going at your own pace and working hard and overcoming some shit. But I want you to explain all the different things you had to overcome to finally be able to sell profitably on PayPal. Because I think it's interesting it's interesting that like other people who are based in the US and have US accounts and have US PayPal say like there's no margin and there's
that shit is so crazy to me.
Yeah, so explain your position, how you started.
So I first thought I had a 21% break even, but I actually did the math wrong. I did the math for a video of mine, and turns out I had about a 24.5% break even. So actually it was calculated wrong. But there are so many things different. Like I got my first sale, and I was like happy, right? I got my first sale. So I went on the Walmart site to order it. I put in my PayPal account because I thought I could pay with my PayPal account. And they said, we do not accept this billing address. And I'm thinking like, shit, I'm fucked, right? What should I do? So I messaged Mark. He answered me. He taught me about gift cards. I went to buy gift cards at a 2% markup instead of a discount. So, which actually increased my break even higher, and I was sitting there. So what I was doing, because I couldn't find margin, so I literally just sat there until all my 5,000 credits were used up on DS Genie, until I couldn't look for sellers items anymore. And I'm always wondering why Americans complain about it being too hard. It's like, Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, and not or everyone in the US complains it's too hard, right? Like Jason
Yeah,
is
of
in
course, not
US,
everyone.
Alan, but I just want to, it's the fucking
Not-
internet. Like someone will come like, you don't like Americans, and like that's
I
not
like America. I can prove it.
right.
No, but there, I mean, PayPal. So one Swiss franc is worth 99 US. No, one US dollar is worth 99 Swiss cents, and PayPal gives me 69 Swiss cents for $1.
That's nuts, dude.
They're stealing me like 5.5%.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I need to withdraw my money.
So yeah, but now, so you said that you're gonna hopefully get a US account, right?
Yeah, no, not a US PayPal account. I already have a US PayPal.
No, a
account.
US bank account.
Not a US bank account, but a US dollar bank.
A
account.
US dollar bank account.
So that's basically a bank account from a Swiss bank that you can have US dollars on it. So I don't.
Oh wait, if you're coming to Nicaragua, are you flying through the US?
Yes, I will be in Miami.
Why don't you spend 24 hours in Miami or 12 hours and go open a bank account?
I could do that, but I don't know about US tax laws and stuff.
No, you'll figure it out after, but I'm just saying that if you're going to be in the US anyway, it might be advantageous to use your passport and go into Bank of America or Wells Fargo or one of the banks and just open a US bank account.
That's true. That would be useful as well. So I could,
because you formed the corporation already. You have a corporation in Florida.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to stay a little bit in Miami anyways, so why not?
Yeah. So think about that. Like, if you do plan to come to Nicaragua in February, think about like stopping over in the US and opening a bank account.
Yeah, Roberto wanted to do the same thing. He wanted to fly to Miami just to get a bank account.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well. Like, if you're going there anyway, I'm not saying to like just leave Switzerland and fly to Miami and get a bank account and go back.
I mean, I would do it if I had the money.
Yeah, it would be worth it.
No, I looked at it, and every flight stops in Miami. So,
e-commerce. He said, as soon as I started making money, some crap came up. Dude, crap always comes up. Shit always fucks up. Like the day that you could be ready, like, you accept that shit is going to come up. You can get a bank account while you're in the US. You just present your passport. Yeah, exactly. You just need to have your passport there.
What? Oh, I should get local debit cards, I mean.
Yeah. So e-commerce, you have to understand that shit always comes up, like all the time. The second you could just be ready. The whole reason why some people keep jobs and some people are entrepreneurs is because people who have jobs generally can't deal with shit coming up. Like I compare life to playing poker. When I get aces, most people get happy. I get heartburn because like I am so fucking nervous and frustrated when I get aces, because with aces you have to play, but I know that I could still lose. And if I lose, I'm going to be very fucking angry. Like if I get a 7-2, I know to fold. Like that's an easy decision. If I get 10-8 offsuited, I could go like I'll fold, right? But if I get aces, I have to go in and I could still fucking lose. And that's just shit. But if you could deal with that, I got unlucky several times, but not giving up.
That remembers me of the song The Gambler.
So, sí, baby, vamos a ir. Cambiate porque vamos a ir pronto. Sí. So, e-commerce, yeah, Mark, but luck is also a big factor. Dude, we just had a conversation about this before you came on this call. Luck is not a fucking factor, dude. Like, luck, okay, listen. I am 35 years old. I was born on a motherfucking island. Some little ass island in the Caribbean. My mother had 3 fucking kids. We had no fucking money. I grew up sleeping on a mattress on the floor, right? My mother was a teacher. She did her best. I love my mother to death. I got a scholarship and moved to the US. I did bachelor's, master's, I have a degree in mathematics. I couldn't get a job to sponsor me, so I had to start a business. I lost all my money 3 or 4 times. Like I've had 2 heart attacks doing fucking steroids to do powerlifting. I've broken my arm wrestling while training to be for powerlifting. And you don't hear me talking about luck is a factor. Luck is not a fucking factor. We are lucky as fuck to be alive. Like, the fuck? If you think luck is a factor, go get a job. Seriously.
I guess that's the only luck factor, if you're still alive or not. Or if you are alive in the first place.
Like, we live in a time with the internet. Our parents had to go to libraries to learn shit. Like, our parents had to fucking, like, rent a place to open a fucking business.
I think
like,
the last time I was in a library was like 2008 or something like that.
Right, and you're 18. Like, if you're alive in 2018 and you're smart enough to send a fucking email, you're lucky as fuck. So, like, I am, like, annoyed.
What I noticed, a lot of people, like, instead of just using Google, that, like, rather ask a stranger on the internet, hoping they give them an answer. It's so crazy.
Yeah, like, I don't, like, seriously, e-commerce. Like, honestly, like, this is not, like, I'm not, if you honestly sit down thinking that, why am I so unlucky? Either figure out how to stop thinking about why you're so unlucky or get a job immediately. But when you're doing well on Amazon and a competitor keeps giving you defects just because you snipe a listing, that's kind of unlucky. Oh, God. I want to block you off my channel.
But does it really matter if you're unlucky? Can you not just work through it, man?
You're playing a game. There are rules of the game. The competition are using the rules to fuck you in your ass. Get a fucking chastity belt so you cannot stick his penis in your asshole. Like, figure out how to compete. Like, this motherfucker, you sound like, oh God. Like, I'm going to be so fucking, I feel sorry for my son. If my son ever comes complaining about anything, I'd be like, nigga, like, calm the fuck down.
E-commerce, you want to know who was unlucky? The Patriots.
Dude, if you think you're unlucky, if you're a dude, I don't know if you're a girl, e-commerce, you could be a dude or a girl. Don't have sex. You'll definitely get herpes, even if you use a condom. Like, oh, fuck. Like, come on. I almost want to let this motherfucker come on this call just to curse his ass out. Like, seriously, e-commerce, please. Either get a job or stop fucking complaining. Because you have the fucking internet. You live in 2018. I'm talking to fucking... Dude, when I was in college, and I'm not that old. When I was in college, what we're doing here right now could never happen. Like, internet wasn't fast enough. Like, Google Hangouts. I don't know if Google Hangouts was around. Because definitely Google Plus was not.
No.
E-commerce, I am telling you that you are trying to convince me that you're unlucky, nigga. I am trying to tell you that everyone has the same fucking luck. And if you walk around thinking that you're unlucky, get a job. I am not misunderstanding or misinterpreting your bullshit.
Go listen to the song The Gambler by Kenny Rogers. You're going to learn something about luck.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll go listen just to find out. Dude, like, seriously, who are you? I hope you're a troll. Because I can't believe you just to fuck. Anyway, I have shit to do. And my wife is waiting for me to take her out. And I have a call with you guys on the Inner Circle at 7:15 my time. So guys, if you're here still, like my video. In the description, there's a link to Alexander's channel. There's a link to the Inner Circle. We'll take in maybe one more person. There's a link to the free training. Ecom, get camel milk. I'm only laughing because Osman is from Somalia. So I don't know if that's some Somalian voodoo or something, Osman. You tell his motherfucker to get some camel milk, but that is funny as fuck. In the Caribbean, in Trinidad, what people would tell you to like go get a bush bath. So they had like these, I'm an atheist, I don't believe in that shit. But they had like these witch doctors, and you could go up in the mountains and like they bathe you with some leaves and shit, and supposedly it's supposed to wash off your bad luck. But dude, like what the fuck?
I think you're the only way you can be unlucky if you're born in a country like Syria or Afghanistan or something like that.
Yeah, but
I mean, just unlucky that you were put there, you know?
yeah, like,
I mean, I live in Switzerland, man. How lucky am I? There are only 7 million people living here, and I'm one of these.
yeah, but dude, if you are on the internet and you could comment on my fucking channel,
you can't be living.
You're not unlucky, dude.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? And no, it's not Brazilian. I speak Spanish, not Portuguese. And that's not my original language. Anyway, thanks for your time, guys. E-commerce, please come back. Let me curse you out again. Hopefully, I'll curse the bullshit out of your mind and help you realize that you're not unlucky. Yeah, even if you're born in Afghanistan, you could find some ways out. Now, okay, let me just address that, right? So, one of my brothers, my second brother, this motherfucker said, tell him watch his secret. Yeah, go watch his fucking secret. Go watch his secret, dude. So one of my brothers, the second one, so I have 3 uncles who are Catholic priests. And one of them used to work in Zimbabwe in an orphanage. And my brother went to Zimbabwe to help. And he came back with nothing. Like, he gave away all his clothes, his suitcase, his cell phone, because he felt horrible. Like, these people, like the people they were around didn't have food, didn't have meat. They were literally eating dirt. Like, literally, right? Like, literally. When, like, 6 miles from there was a foreigner who owned a diamond mine. And my brother saw a bag of diamonds, right? And those little motherfuckers didn't walk around saying, boo-hoo, I'm lucky. They were playing football with fucking coconuts. So fuck.
I guess you have other things to worry about if you live somewhere like that than luck.
Yeah, exactly. Like in Nicaragua, I see people in Nicaragua making $100 a month, $200 a month, have kids, and happy as fuck. Like, they're not out complaining. They drink beers on the weekends and go swim in the ocean. Like, for fuck's sake. Anyway, guys, let me stop. I feel lucky just coming across your channel. Thanks, Sam. So yeah, guys, so check out Alexander's channel, like my video, comment. If you need me to cover anything, just leave it in the comment section. Unlucky is Mark Triggerwood. Yeah, dude. There's certain things, luck, like in Nicaragua, they use this word pobrecito, like poor little boy. I hate that shit. I don't feel bad for fucking people. Like, unless you're in Zimbabwe and you're eating dirt. All right, guys, have a good one. Go subscribe to fucking Alexander's channel. And Alexander, do you have a girlfriend?
No.
So all you girls, Alexander's single. You need, like, hit him up on his channel before he gets rich. Like, he's now starting off. And he's 6'5".
It's your chance to tie me down.
Yeah. It's your chance to tie down this budding entrepreneur. He's 18, pretty good looking dude. He's 6'5". So go check out his channel and, like, send him, like, I don't know, some private messages. I don't know what you motherfuckers do on internet, but anyway, guys, have a good one. E-commerce, hopefully you follow, you come on another live. E-commerce, you know what? Do me a favor. E-commerce, send me an email. I'm putting my email right here. Send me an email with e-commerce, like, at that email, let me know you are e-commerce, and let's do a fucking YouTube video together. I want to talk to your ass and try to figure out why you think you're fucking unlucky. And that would be an interesting conversation.
No.
He may want a boy.
Thanks. I appreciate it, but no thanks.
Oh, so you're straight, right? Like,
yes.
Okay, yeah.
Girls are fine.
So Mr. Man, he doesn't want a dude. And e-commerce, sorry. I said that you should get a chastity belt. Maybe you like getting fucked in your ass. And maybe, like, that's not a bad thing. I forgot. I need my free Diashini already. Fuck all you guys. See you in the next video later.
See you guys.